Today is March 31st, which means that the first 6 months of my freelancing on Upwork are over. This month I submitted $5,000 worth of work on Upwork alone. This episode is an absolute breakdown of the methods that helped me successfully start earning on the platform. I will also answer what I would do differently if I started today. So you can learn from my mistakes and go the same way, but much faster. But if you're new here, I'm Anton. This channel is a journal of my freelance journey. So let's get back to October 1st. I'm in Kyiv, running out of money. There weren't many options to earn money for living inside Ukraine during the war, so freelancing seemed the optimal solution for that moment. I registered on Upwork and filmed the first episode on the channel. I made a statement that I plan to earn a living as a freelancer, despite my lack of experience and portfolio. Now it's cool to look back and see what way I have passed, but at that point I needed that public announcement. It could prevent me from giving up if something goes wrong. I had plans and ambitions to start my freelance career, but I didn't know that the worst winter of our lifetime was coming to Kyiv. Everyday missile attacks and blackouts up to 40 hours lay ahead. But I thought that the hardest problem I was about to face was getting the first job. So how did I win the first job? On October 1st, I fully set up my Upwork account. In the portfolio, I put a few videos from my YouTube channel. And on October 6th, I landed my first job. I didn't mention it before, but the first job I got was not as a video editor, but as a scriptwriter. I made a simple script for $35 fixed contract. I was determined to get my first job, so I applied to different jobs just to score. On average, I sent about 7, maybe 8 proposals daily. During the first months, I made an entire episode of my methods of writing Upwork proposals, so I won't repeat the same here, but it must watch for anyone who wants to enhance this component. On October 10th, I get another contract from the same client, and only on October 25th, I finally got the first editing contract. That brought me more than $1,000 and the first 5-star feedback. 25 days to get the first job is not that bad. Just to compare the results, let me tell you a short story. I recently posted an article on the Upwork community forum with my interview approach. Many people liked it, and I got something like 20 comments. I decided to check the profiles of these Upworkers. Most of them still don't have their first completed job. Imagine spending time on the Upwork forum and dreaming of getting a job. I have seen some posts where freelancers couldn't get a job for more than 2 years. So 25 days? The problem is real. How I boosted my Upwork career? I met the new year with 6 long-term contracts for video editing. But only 2 of them were active. Only $1,235 earned in 90 days. Not the perfect result for the full 3 months on Upwork. I needed radical solutions. That's why I started the Lead Gen Challenge. I tried to send 33 proposals daily through January, with no days off. Eventually, I sent 611 of them and got 11 contracts. I have an episode for that challenge. If you are interested, go watch it. It was the turning point. If you ask me what I would do differently if I started today, my answer is to start a challenge like this in the first months on the platform. It will speed up your career and save a month or 2. Since then, I didn't maintain the pace of sending so many proposals, but I got a lot of clients I'm still working with. In March, I also went through a similar challenge. The idea is simple. Send many high-quality proposals and you will get your clients. I experienced steady growth until I got the 3-star feedback. Nothing remarkable in the story with that client. They had a huge team with unclear decision-making, tough communications that led to numerous rounds of edits. Anyway, my GSS score fell to 88% and acquiring new clients stuck. I needed to rethink my strategy for feedback. Why did I focus on getting the top-rated badge? Once I realized how hurtful negative feedback can be, I decided to take it seriously. The problem was that video editing for YouTube is a long-term game. You aren't closing the contract after each video, so you need to negotiate with every client that you end the contract after a particular milestone and open the new one immediately. So I set a first goal, a top-rated badge and 10 5-star feedback in the first stage. It took me 3 months to get there. And the second goal is a top-rated plus badge, at least one contract with $5,000 and 20 5-star feedback. Why do I need 20? Because I can moderate only one negative feedback in 90 days. But you have to be sure that you will face negative feedback once in a while. So during these 90 days, I don't want my GSS to fall below 95%. If I started today, focusing on getting first 10 5-star feedback would be my first priority. So now, $5,000 a month. What is next? The funny thing is that last month I earned pretty much the same amount of money as the 5 previous months combined. I hope to get more invites now, because now if someone sets the highest criteria in the talent search bar for video editing, top rated, 10k earned, 100% GSS, I will be displayed among other top freelancers. As I mentioned before, my primary goal for 2023 is to earn 100k on Upwork and gradually increase the average hourly rate from $20 to $30 per hour. Also, as I mentioned before, since I launched an agency, I've got 2 assistants. Actually 3 now. I outsource part of the work to them. By the way, I openly say this to every client I'm starting to work with. So now I need not only care about my professional development, but also the growth of the mastery of the team. I expect that the percentage of the work done by the team will only grow during 2023. And let me remind you that it's just my first year in the new market. I have enormous ambitions for my future career in the area. I will announce them when the time is right. But for now, I want to share the book about the right mindset to set yourself up for competition. In my hands is The Mindful Athlete by George Mumford. He is a professional expert who has worked with athletes like Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. I plan to reach their level of greatness. By the way, in the remote mate newsletter for freelancers that I'm running, I have a rubric where I do book reviews. If you want to get my book breakdowns and recommendations, subscribe to the remote mate. Books are the ultimate tools that shape our mindset. We became what we read. I started this episode with my personal story, not so you feel sorry for me. I'm fine and I will keep grinding. I told it because many of you are also living through challenging periods in your life and need to reboot your career. If I managed to do it in my circumstances, you can do it too. Sometimes I think that if I need to build a new career from scratch at 36, then I made some wrong choices in my life in the past. But I'm trying not to overcomplicate things. It's never too late to earn a place under the sun. Please tell me in the comments under what circumstances you started freelancing. See you in the next episodes. Bye.